Good evening everyone. My name is Nithin and today I'm going to talk about the originality of the movie named Hidden Figures, which was released in the year 2016. Moreover, this Hidden Figures was actually one inspiring movie which was released in 2016. It was based on the fictitious book named and Morgan Lee Shetty. This movie tells us that not only the American woman Katherine Johnson and Wagon and also the Jansen who worked in the NASA fought in the early 1960s. When we talk about the originality of the movie, we also talk about the special different features in the historical films. Moreover, the mission like the Mission Impossible, Mission Mangal and many more. This is the first and the foremost movie of the Hidden Figures tells us about that the many people know about the astronauts like John Glenn and about the woman behind the calculus and also made the space mission impossible. This movie mostly talks about the attention of the real heroes ignored or unforgotten. Instead of showing how the space history and also the people working behind the revenue scenes, another original aspect of that it combines the science, history, race and equality and powerful story. Usually this movie has actually been directed on the rockets, astronauts and technology, but Hidden Figures is mostly focuses on the struggles of the women in the society that had been existent during the early 1960s and the gender bias. This woman is not only faces about the difficulties they face, but it also tells us about the fighting the mathematical problem. But they were also fighting for the unfair mean practices that were being held in the workspace as well as in the society. Instead of showing only the faces of the space, it also shows the working people behind it. The character Katherine Johnson was especially the powerful and original because of how the knowledge and the talent that has been showcased in the movie. She was a mathematical genius, yet she had a face problems such as separate bathrooms, unequal respect and also limited opportunities in the workspace. And this movie shows that in an extreme difficulty situation also, she still made her the potential and prove because not just a black woman can also prove against the discrimination held in the workspace. And this gives an open question to the audience itself to actually thrown a toss to the audience to think about in a very sensitive manner. The originality of the Hidden Figures also comes the way it represents the women of the STEM, which means science, technology, engineering and mathematics. In many movies, women are often shown in only just a supporting character. But this movie tells us that even women are given the equal importance and role and empowering them to give a strong and powerful note to the audience itself. Though there are many drivers of the success. Dorothy Wagon as herself her computer programmer, many Jackson fighter comes to her with the engineering as a engineer, and Katherine Johnson solves within a friction of seconds. This original because it challenges a strategy of stereotyping and also the engineering and only of that not only men can solve the problem and even women are equally have the capabilities to solve the difficult questions. Another reason for it, the movie's most balanced about education and entertainment. Sometimes movies are just being made can feel much bored or much can given hype to only one of the main characters in the movie, and many of the characters will be ignored while in the from the eyesight of the director. But this movies actually helps us to engage emotionally and helps us to understand how women can also should be given equally importance like men. It teaches the audience of the importance of the history, equality, teamwork and perseverance while still being enjoyable to the watch. This makes not only informative but also inspiring to each and every individual watching this movie. And this movie is original with the strong message of recognition of the three women, and also the title itself tells hidden figures, which provides us a second thought that what could be the hidden, and also the figures which are being the hidden how the women are being treated in the workspace, and also the figures which can be used in the technical term of in mathematics of calculation of the women who have been in the hidden figures. The clever title of the movie makes it more meaningful and apt to the movie. And these are different perspective on success. Usually, success story focuses on the hero, but this movie actually proves, based on the achievements, sending a strong message that, like sending a man to the space, happened because of the hard work of many people, and this message helps the movie more realistic and original. So, I would like to conclude by saying that Hidden Figures is a must-watch movie to each and every individual, as it focuses on the black woman in the science field and how they face the challenges each and every day and fight for the justice and the discrimination, the racism. They raise the voice against the racism, and it's more inspiring that it catches the attention of the audiences, and the key aspect like the talent, courage, and equality are more important for a movie to be more successful and more engaging and pulling the attention of the audience itself. It's not just about it's not just about the space. It helps us how, as a human, we should treat the other individual from the other end, and the basic moral values that would be taught to each and every audience. So, I would like to conclude by saying that human potential is not just proving themselves about the color they need. It's all about the talent which is acquired by each and every individual. So, Hidden Figures is an apt, apt title for this movie, and it teaches how we should handle the difficult situation based on our intelligence, determination, and the confidence that help to achieve our goal.
Hello everyone, this is Jashwanth. I'm telling up about the movie review of the Hidden Figures. Today I am going to tell about the main impact of the key learnings and the important takeaways. This movie is inspiring because it teaches us many important life lessons through the journey of the three talented women working at NASA. The first one was the most important lesson is never give up. In this movie, the three main characters face many problems like racism and gender discrimination. Even though they are very talented, they are not treated equally. But they do not quit, they continue to work hard and prove their abilities. This teaches us that no matter how difficult the situation is, we should always keep trying and never lose hope. The movie teaches us a self-confidence also. For example, Catherine Johnson believes in her mathematical skills even when others underestimate her. She speaks up and shows her talent through her work. This reminds us that we should believe in ourselves even if others doubt us. Another important takeaway in the important education and the skills, all three women are highly educated and knowledgeable. Their skills help to solve important problems, especially during the space missions. This shows that the learning and gaining knowledge is very important for success in life. This movie also teaches us about the courage. Mary Jackson shows the courage when she fights for her right to study in a school where only white students are allowed. She does not accept that unfair rules and stands up for herself. This teaches us we should raise our voice when something is wrong. The next we can be seen in that movie of Taken Figures, the learning point of the teamwork and the support we can be shown. Where that movie of three women help each other and support each other in difficult times. They work as a team and it helps them to succeed. This teaches us the success is not always individual. Working together is very important. Another key lesson is adaptability. Dorothy Wagon understands that technology is changing, so she learns computer programming. Because of this, she is unable to stay relevant and help her team. This shows us that we should always be ready to learn new things and adapt to changes. This movie also gives strong message about the equality and the respect. It shows that every person deserves the equal opportunities, no matter the race or gender. It reminds us to treat everyone with respect and fairness in our daily lives. We also learn about this problem solving and the critical learning. We can take Hidden Figures of main character of the Katrina Johnson. She solves the complex mathematical problems under this pressure of the by showing the in the movie. Her work helps in launching astronauts safely into the space. This teaches us we also getting importance of thinking clearly and finding solutions even in difficult situations. This movie teaches us about the determination and the hard work. Success does not come easily. These are all the characters work very hard and stay determined even when they uh, face obstacles. This shows the dedication and effort and key challenging achieving our goals. In this we can see equality and respect. The movie shows that everyone deserves equal opportunity regardless of their gender or race. It reminds us to treat everyone with respect and fairness. Katrina Johnson have the problems under the pressure, even in very, very difficult situations. Lastly, the movie teaches the value of the determination and the hard work and the consistent effort and dedication. We can achieve anything and anything all in the world with taking in the confidence and with the work what given by inspiring in the movie and getting an effort with a good dedication with a good mindset as well. We can my I'm concluding the overall in this movie of the Hidden Figures. It teaches us many important valuable lessons like life lessons like the preservance of the self-confidence and believing in yourselves, and education and the courage of the importance of the teamwork and adaptability, equality, and the hard work. These lessons are not only useful in studies, but we want to take in our day-to-day life also. So thank you, ma'am, for giving an opportunity for reviewing about the hidden movie figure.
Hello everyone, I am Hruthvik M Gowda. Today I am going to talk about the strength of the movie Hidden Figures. First, one of the biggest strength of this movie is that it is based on true story. This makes the movie very powerful and meaningful. It is not just fiction, it shows real people who made a real difference in history. The movie the movie tells us about 3 billion women who worked at NASA and played an important role in space missions. However, their contribution were not recognized for many years. This makes us appreciate their achievements even more and understand how important their work was. Second, the movie strongly highlights the theme of equality. It clearly shows the challenges faced by African and American women. During that time, they experienced both racial and gender discrimination. Even though they were intelligent and hardworking, they were treated unfairly. For example, they had separate workplaces and were not given equal respect. This strength of the movie helps the audience understand how difficult it was them for them and makes us think about the importance of fairness and equal rights in the society. Thirdly, the characters in the movie are very inspiring and powerful. Each of the three main characters has their own unique strength. Katherine Johnson shows intelligence and confidence in mathematics. She solves complex problems that are very important for space missions. Dorothy Vaughan shows strong leadership and adaptability. She learns programming when computer starts replacing human workers, and she also helps her team learn these skills. Mary Jackson shows courage and determination. She fights against this system to become an engineer even when she is told she cannot. These characters inspire us, believe in ourselves. They teach us that no matter how many obstacles we face, we should never stop trying. Another strength of this movie is it focuses on teamwork. Even though each woman had different responsibilities, they supported each other and work together. They encourage one another during difficult times. This shows that success is not always achieved alone. Working together, helping nature, helping others is very important. The movie also does an excellent job of combining education with entertainment. It introduces topics like space science, mathematics, and engineering in a simple and understandable way. Even people who do not have a science background can enjoy and learn from it. This makes the movie both informative and interesting. In addition, the emotional connection in the movie is very strong. There are many scenes that make us feel different emotions. Some scenes make us feel sad when we see the characters being treated unfairly. Other scenes make us feel proud and happy. When they achieve success, this emotional impact keeps the audience engaged and makes the story more memorable. Another important strength is how the movie shows problem solving skills. For example, Katherine Johnson uses her knowledge to solve difficult mathematical problems. Under pressure, her work helps astronauts complete their mission safely. This shows us the importance of critical thinking, focus, and staying calm in challenging situations. Lastly, the movie gives a strong message about perseverance. The characters faced many obstacles, but they never give up. They continue to work hard and stay determined. Their journey teaches us that success comes from dedication, patience, and courage. So I conclude that the strength of the hidden figures includes its story, true story, inspiring characters, powerful message about equality, teamwork, emotional impact, helping nature, etc., and valuable life lessons. It is not just a movie for entertainment, but also a source motivation and inspiration for all of us. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. So now I would like to talk about some of the weakness and areas of improvement in the movie Hidden Figures. So even though the movie is inspiring and powerful, like any film, it's not perfect. So there are a few aspects where it could have been improved, and some of the aspects are like oversimplification of real events. So, firstly, one of the main weakness in that movie is it simplifies us the like complex historical events. Like the story is based on the real life contributions of scientists at NASA, but the film makes certain situations look easier and more dramatic than they actually were. So, like for example, some technical challenges and space calculations are shown very simplified manner, and here this helps the audience understand the story, but it reduces the depth and realism of the actual scientific work involved. So the movie have actually included slightly more technical details to give a clearer picture of the brilliance. And the second thing I observed is dramatization of for emotional impact. Like the film adds dramatic scenes than they may not be fully accurate. Like a popular example is the scene where the character played by Kevin Costner, she breaks the colored bathroom sign. While this is a powerful moment, in reality, such changes happen gradually and not through one single dramatic act. So this shows that the film prioritizes emotional storytelling over historical accuracy, and it could have been improved by maintaining a better balance between drama and the truth. And the third thing is maybe there is a limited focus on supporting character. Mainly they mainly focused on three main characters, especially the Catherine Johnson, and they didn't focus on the supporting characters. So which is while she's rightly highlighted, other important contributors at NASA are not explored deeply. Only those three are mainly focused. And for instance, the journeys of Dorothy Vaughan and Mary Jackson could have been shown with more depth and detail. This movie could have improved by giving equal importance to all the key figures, a broader perspective of teamwork. And the next thing I observed is there is a predictable narrative structure. Like the storyline follows a very predictable pattern. Like we all can predict what happens in the next scene or next thing. So it shows a struggle followed by determination and finally success. While this is inspiring, it also makes the story somewhat formula based or something. Like there are moments where the audience can easily guess what happens next, like this in a moment. We should not give that chance. Like audience should not guess. So to improve this, the film could have included more unexpected twists or deeper conflicts to make the narrative more engaging. And the fifth thing, the like I observed is there is a limited exploration of systematic issues. Like lastly, although the movie highlights the racism and gender discrimination, it does not go very deep into the systematic nature of these issues. Like it should go to the nature of these issues, right? Racism, gender discrimination, etc. So it shows the individual struggles, but not the full extent of the institutional barriers present at the time. And the film could have improved by like providing a more detailed exploration of social and organizational challenges, like giving our viewers a deeper understanding of the context uh, and all. So that's it. And I would like to conclude that this, while Hidden Figures is an inspiring and motivational movie, it has some limitations or some weak points or some key areas of improvement where it should improve, like such as oversimplification of events, dramatic exaggeration, like limited character depth, like a predictable storytelling, surface level exploration of social issues, and all. So, however, these weaknesses do not take away like from its overall impact. Instead, they highlight areas where the film could have been even more powerful and realistic. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Rashmi N. Now I'm going to present about the motivation, message and audience impact of the movie Hidden Figure. Firstly, this movie is highly motivational because it shows how determination and a self-confidence can help people overcome challenges. The story revolves around three women, Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, and Mary Jackson, who worked at NASA during a time when there was a lot of discrimination. Katherine Johnson's journey is very inspiring. Even though she was treated unfairly, she never lost focus on her work. She used her intelligence and mathematical skills to solve important problems. This teaches us that we should believe in our abilities and stay committed to our goals. So, when it comes to Dorothy Vaughan's character, motivates us to keep learning new skills. She understood that machines are replacing human work. So, she learned programming and also helped her team learn it. This also shows the importance of adapting and changing and being a good leader. So, Mary Jackson's story is about courage. She faced obstacles in her path to becoming an engineer, but she fought against unfair rules and achieved her dreams. This teaches us that we should not accept limitations and must stand up for what is right. Now, coming to the message of the movie, one of the main message is equality. The movie clearly shows that everyone deserves equal opportunities, no matter their gender background. It also highlights the importance of removing discrimination from society. Another important message is the value of education. The success of this woman was possible because of their knowledge and skills. This encourages us as a students to focus on our studies and keep improving ourselves. This movie also teaches us about a teamwork. NASA's success was not because of one person, but because of every working together. This shows that cooperation and respect are very important in achieving success. Now, talking about the audience impact, this movie creates a strong emotional connection with the viewers. It inspires people to work hard and believe in themselves. For students, it gives motivations to achieve their goals. For women, especially in science and technology fields, It provides encouragement and confidence. It shows that they can succeed in any field. This movie also raises awareness and a past discrimination and encourages society to become more fair and inclusive. Many people feel inspired to challenge barriers after watching this film. And when it comes to conclusion, Hidden Figure is not just a movie, but a powerful source of motivation. It teaches us about determination, quality, teamwork, and self-belief. The impact it creates on the audience is long-lasting and meaningful. Thank you.
So, hi everyone, my name is Gowri, and today I will be giving the overall assessment and final verdict of this movie, Hidden Figures. So, when you look at Hidden Figures as a whole, it stands out as more than just a historical drama. It is a film that actively reshapes how we understand history. It doesn't introduce any new events, but it shifts the focus onto people who were already there, yet they are rarely acknowledged. And that shift in perspective is what gives the film its real significance. So, one of the strongest aspects of the film is how it balances emotional storytelling with intellectual depth. So, on one hand, it presents deeply personal journeys, the struggles, the frustrations, the quiet victories of three women who are trying to find space in a system that was not built for them. And on the other hand, it places these stories with larger historical context, showing how their contributions directly impacted one of the most important achievements of the time. And this dual approach makes the film both engaging and meaningful. So, another reason the film works so effectively is its subtle treatment of patriarchy and racism. So, instead of relying on only dramatic confrontation, it highlights how discrimination operates in everyday systems. So, whether it's the exclusion from meetings, limited access to information, or even something as simple as segregated coffee pot. The film shows that the inequality was not always loud, it was normalized. And that normalization is what makes it so difficult to challenge. Now, by presenting these moments in a restrained and realistic way, the film allows the audience to fully grasp the depth of the problem. And at the same time, the film does not remain stuck in oppression. It shows gradual transformation. So these characters evolve, the perspectives shift, and the system begins to change. Even if it's slowly, it does begin to change. And the moment when trust replaces doubt, particularly in high stakes situations, it reflects how real change often begins not with any grand declarations, but with small decisions that challenge existing biases. Now, this makes the narrative feel authentic rather than just idealized. So, from a technical perspective, this film is equally strong. The performances are compelling and grounded and makes the character feel real rather than just symbolic. The pacing is steady and it ensures that the story remains engaging without feeling rushed or overly dramatic. And the background score supports this emotional tone without overpowering it. And the overall visual style reinforces the seriousness of the subject matter. Everything will work out together to create a cohesive and an immersive experience. So what also stands out is that this film handles the idea of recognition. It goes beyond simply celebrating achievements and instead questions why those achievements were ignored in the first place. It highlights the gap between contribution and acknowledgement. By doing so, it reminds us that history is often shaped not by just what happens, but what is also chosen to be remembered. So, in doing so, this film does something very important. It gives credit to where it was long overdue. So ultimately, Hidden Figures is a film that operates on multiple levels. It is inspiring because it showcases intelligence, determination, and resilience. It shows up a tough fight. It is thought provoking because it forces the audience to confront uncomfortable truths about exclusion and biases. And it is impactful because its themes are not limited to the past. They continue to remain relevant even today. So my final verdict would be this film. This is not just a film you watch and move on from. It is a film that stays with you. It challenges you. It challenges your perspective, and it also makes you reflect and encourage you to question the systems. And for its powerful storytelling and its strong thematic depth and lasting relevance, Hidden Figures is not just worth watching, but also worth discussing and remembering.